Much respect to 210 Boxing TV. They interviewed former trainer of Anthony Joshua, Robert Garcia, and he said pretty much what I've been saying. He said he just called it probably a little faster than me. He said that he knew that this Joshua and Ngannou fight wouldn't go past 3 rounds. He said when his fighters have fights coming up with the MMA guy, he's like, we always take them. He said it like 2 or 3 times. He said we always take those fights because they're the easiest. You know, it's just not a good look for the MMA community for Francis Ngannou to come into their sport kind of green and dominate like that. Then he comes to boxing green and you know, he gets manhandled by Anthony Joshua. Joshua even said when he clinched with Ngannou, he was like, I could probably take this guy, but then he kind of acted like he was joking. But I think he wasn't really even impressed with the strength of Francis Ngannou. You remember Anthony Joshua stays in the gym, so when you clinch him, it's not going to be like when you clinch Fury. Anthony Joshua, he works out all the time, so he wasn't overwhelmed with the clinches. But Robert Garcia seemed to give an honest interview. You could tell he still has a lot of respect for AJ. He said he doesn't party, he doesn't do drugs or nothing like that. Still lives with his mother. You got to respect that. And the interviewer told him that AJ thanked him after the fight, and he said, "Wow, I didn't even know that." So, sometimes you just don't click with certain trainers, but there's still that respect. And Robert Garcia said, that AJ thought he heard some things that about Robert Garcia where he thought Robert Garcia said that he had mental problems, and he's saying that he didn't say that, that it was interpreted wrong. I don't know, I'm not sure about all that. I've kind of talked about it, but hey, if I called it wrong, I apologize to Robert Garcia. And I like the guy. He's a real nice guy. Seems like he's pretty even tempered too. But the thing that I wanted to really talk about though is how he was saying that these MMA fighters are the easiest. Now, I just don't know. I used to say Ngannou would be too much for Deontay Wilder. Of course, he would in the PFL or UFC, but in boxing, I think I have to go with Wilder because I didn't like how Ngannou reacted to that right from Anthony Joshua, and Deontay's throwing it. And the thing, shout out to Boxing Wave, he pointed out that Ngannou was biting on all of Anthony Joshua's feints. He was like jittery every time Joshua feinted. That's because he knew Joshua had the power, I guess, because I noticed when he fought Fury, I was impressed how he didn't seem to bite with the feints of Fury. I guess because he didn't really think Fury could hurt him. But with AJ, he knew there was some power, so every time AJ would flinch or feint, it would throw Ngannou off. And, the power difference was felt by Ngannou. And those feints, like Boxing Wave said, just really threw off his timing. But yeah, go check out the interview with 210 Boxing TV. They interviewed Robert Garcia where they were talking about Anthony Joshua and MMA fighters coming over to boxing. They may not be too eager to come over to our sport after that display. Anthony Joshua he and Joseph Parker have the best resume in the heavyweight division. So for Ngannou to think he was just going to like bulldoze Joshua, that wasn't very, very realistic. If he did that, you guys would probably have put a cape on him, thinking he's a superhero or something. But still got huge respect for Francis Ngannou. It's just he was definitely overmatched by a very strong, focused Anthony Joshua. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you choose to donate to the platform. My Cash App is $JRoos33. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe, beat down that like button. LSR forever, and be fearless. Yeah.